Hello students, welcome back to the Kemet Maasai Academy. We are continuing our series of videos, motivational videos for students of all ages, and I am reading of course from the Student's Master Plan, Hardcore Rules for a Lifetime of Success. The topic that I'm reading for this video is Healthy Lunch Makes Healthy Students. And this is so true. You actually are what you eat. And students must ensure that you nourish your body with good food. Not only good food, but sunshine, good water, exercise, rest, all of those things. Healthy lunch makes healthy students. On the day just before a major exam, one of my neighbors said to me about her daughter. She has exams tomorrow, so her teacher told us to buy a bunch of grapes for her. Grapes are brain food. Listen, nutrition doesn't work that way. The benefits are cumulative, hardly ever instantaneous, unless it's glucose given to an athlete just before a race, or water given to quench thirst. For diet to have a sustained beneficial effect on the academic performance of students, the diet should be healthy, long-term, and consistent. Not just the night before an exam. No. My children were raised vegetarian, and I am sure it has had a significant positive influence over their academic performance. I religiously prepare nut milk and vegetable juice daily and make sure to obtain an abundance of fruit for them to gobble down. Long-term and consistent. I can only speak for what I know. I cannot promote to others what I do not want for myself. I believe a flesh-based diet is detrimental to health. Obviously, there are at least as many people who believe otherwise and who can boast of stunning results. Different folks, different strokes. My approach to education is holistic. A student's learning is affected not just by what happens in the classroom, but also what happens in the bedroom, park, bathroom, kitchen, and elsewhere. Adequate rest, proper hygiene, vigorous play, and a nutritious diet, each in their own way, stimulates the production of or nurtures the development of brain cells. Constipation can affect a student's performance and attitude. Worms can affect a student's performance and attitude. A delicious glass of orange juice and an energy-packed granola bar can affect a student's performance and attitude. And the longer you sustain it, the better and more lasting the results. If you are not satisfied with what is being dished out at school, prepare your own lunch and take your lunch kit to school. Choose a lunch kit with a picture of your favorite superhero, no matter how old you are. I remember the lunch kit I had when I was in basic school. We used to carry these lunch kits with superheroes on the cover, and children tend to love that kind of thing. But it's something you should consider. If you are not getting quality lunch provided at school, you should seriously consider taking your own lunch, because nutrition is of extreme importance. As the passage said, it has to be cumulative. You can't just want results overnight. You can't just have an exam the next day and feel that eating a bunch of grapes the night before is going to work a miracle for you, right? So health has to be something that is consistent, sustained, and quality food, quality water. Make sure you get your rest, make sure you're active, make sure you think healthy thoughts too, positive thoughts. Make sure you have an expression, an outlet for your emotions, because sometimes, especially as students, life can be stressful, even though teenagers tend to think that life is a bit more stressful than it actually is. Teenagers feel like they are the most stressed section of the population. Life is stressful as a teenager because you're going from puberty onwards. You're going through rapid changes, you're going through, and these are chemical processes happening in the body that you have no control over, causing physical changes, that will make you sometimes very self-conscious. You're developing new emotions towards other people, and you have to be balancing that with your academics. You have to be balancing that with your social life. And so, yes, it is a stressful time. So you have to have some kind of outlet when that tension builds up. Maybe it's playing a musical instrument, maybe it's doing some artwork, some creative work, some sewing, maybe it's doing physical activity, martial arts, swimming, running, anything that will allow you to express, that tension that builds up from having to be a scholar. It can be stressful being a scholar, because you have standards that you are required to meet. You have pressures from your family wanting you to do well, your teacher wanting you to do well, you wanting to do well, and then you have the challenge of new topics, going to a new class, all of these things, having exams coming up, internal exams, external exams, having to meet requirements to matriculate to other institutions, all of those things you have to be balancing. So it is crucial that your diet be healthy and that it be consistent. So if it means you have to sit down with your family members and work out a plan to ensure that you get adequate nutrition. If you have to leave the house at a particular time, many students have to leave in order to get to school, depending on how far away and the method of transportation. They have to leave before they really can get a solid breakfast in the morning. They are rushing, parents are rushing, they just grab something, or they don't have, they might just grab a snack, which is not necessarily the healthiest thing, and that's how they subsist. They get to school, and some schools don't really make an effort to provide nutritious lunches. They have snacks available, and the students just buy because the snacks are marketed and are produced in such a way as to make them addictive, to be honest. So the packaging, is brilliant. Is very attractive to the young particularly, and the chemicals used in many of these snacks are actually addictive to the taste buds, and loaded with sugar, loaded with MSG, loaded with salt, loaded with grease. And this is what our students are eating, and many of them are becoming obese. Many of them are developing lifestyle related diseases, diet related diseases, as early as 9, 10, going up And this is very worrying to see youngsters developing these illnesses. And of course, if you are sick, it's going to set you back in your academics. You can't think straight. You can't think clearly. You can't be as active as you should be. Right? Your reflexes are going to be lower. All of those, it will affect you. So make sure that you eat adequate fruits, especially lots of fruits, veggies, to give you your vitamins, your minerals, your fiber. Try to eat, as growing youngsters, try to get your amino acids in as much as, in my opinion, a plant-based diet is the optimum diet. So I can only tell you from where I stand, right? There are others who think differently, and so you would have to make the decision how you feel about your diet. But I believe you should eat as many plant-based foods as possible. Drink lots of water. If you can get coconut water, all the better. Drink your green smoothies. I would recommend sea moss. This is something that's very good for building the brain, and so on, right? Just lots of fruits, lots of veggies. Keep hydrated, keep active, get your rest, and think positive thoughts. That's crucial as well. Think positive thoughts, associate with people who are positive and who are upward moving, progressive, have a plan working towards. Those are the people you should associate with, and that will help you as well, and you can help them as well. Alright, if you have been motivated by this video, please share it so other students, teachers, parents may benefit from it. Please subscribe to the Kemet Maasai Academy, and remember, we also have mathematics videos from grade 4 to grade 11, so take advantage of those and share those with other students, especially the ones who you know are struggling and could really need the help, could need that extra guidance and clarification on their mathematics topics. So scholars, thank you for joining me again. I will see you in the next video.